Module 2. Understanding the controls. So now I'll show you the tool and explain each main feature and benefit. I'll start with the pricing structure so you can select the correct package for your needs. The packages cover set number of credits per month. Each credit covers the full optimization and research for one page on a website. That includes all the Moz metrics for the top 10 sites for any search, vector data for all sites in the competing top 10, multiple filtering and data export functions, up to 800 highly relevant vector keywords to optimize your content, and the correct amounts to use them, plus the tools to make sure your content is a perfect match for the algorithms, and a handy text tool to help write your content. So once you have your account set up, you can log in here. And here you will see your account settings. It's best to change your password right away to one you can remember. You can also get your affiliate link if you want to promote Vectorfy or track any commissions you have already earned. To get started, just navigate to the Vector Tool tab. Here you can see all the main settings, which I'll show you now. The first text box is for your keyword. Just enter whatever you want to rank here. The next region box is for the location of the market your site serves. Each region will have slightly different results, so it's important to use the correct one. If your site is truly global, select the region that receives the most traffic. The next 3 text boxes are for your URLs you want to optimize for. You can use these to test various versions of your optimized content at once, or check the relevance of any other sites of interest, your competitors, other pages on your own site, or whatever you want to see relevancy data for. Sensitivity slider. This function is used to help clean the results if necessary. The tool can be ultra-sensitive and can occasionally pick up stray words. It's usually best to leave this set to 1 and filter any stray words manually. But if you're in a rush, you can turn this up. The more you turn it up, the less results you'll get, but the more likely they are to be relevant. This also works in combination with the Clean Results function. This is set to on by default. But if you have a really tough niche, you can turn it off to uncover a few more relevant words. Number of results. If you're just quickly getting some relevant keywords to give to an article writer, this can help with speed of use. Just set to 50, export the words, and send to your favorite writer. Simple. That's it. Just hit action and let the algorithm process for about 40 seconds until the results are displayed. Any longer than 60 seconds, try refreshing your browser. Every time you press action, you will use 1 credit, except if you've already used the same keyword in the last 24 hours, in which case the credit is automatically refunded. So now I'm going to show you exactly what you are seeing. It can be a little overwhelming the first time you see the data, but it's really quite simple once you get your head around it. There's a lot of data here, so if things take a second or two, please don't get frustrated. This is an entire 3-dimensional view of the whole SERP, and over 3 million calculations are run to get this depth of vision. It will be your best friend in search marketing, and with application and drive, you will absolutely dominate your market. I'm going to go over the non-relevancy based factors first. I'm sure most of you will be familiar with these kinds of metrics. There is nothing groundbreaking here, but it's all good stuff to see in one place, and will give you an idea about the state of your competition at a glance. First off, we have SERP position. That's the position the site is currently ranking for the keyword from a neutral IP address. Next up, we have Moz rank. Moz rank is basically like PageRank, but is updated more often, and it can be used as a trust or authority gauge. It ranges from 1 through 10, and gets exponentially harder to increase the higher the number gets. After that, we have Moz Trust. This is another at-a-glance metric for assessing trust. If a page has a lot of links from high-authority sites, then this number will be higher. If you only have spun content links from Web 2.0s, then don't expect a big number here. Page and domain authority is a 1 to 100 point gauge for how much authority you have managed to build up. Again, this looks at your link volume, link sources, and social factors to give you a score. Then we move on to page links and domain links. This should be fairly self-explanatory. This metric is not massively helpful on its own, mainly because not all links are created equal. 20 high PR links would be much more powerful than 100,000 forum profile links, for example. But used with the trust and authority signals, you can get a reasonably decent idea of what sort of websites you're up against. If you want to know more about these metrics, I'll include some links below. Now we'll move on to the good stuff, the part that you can use to boost your site's ranking, increase your quality scores, and more. To start, I'm going to turn off all the graph data, as that can seem a little confusing until you know what you're looking at. So if you look here, you can see a list of words on the left-hand side. This might just look like a simple list of words, but what they are is the key to amazing search engine rankings. Using them shows the engines that your site is the most relevant, the most useful to users, the most on point about topic, the most authoritative and deserves the highest ranking, all things being equal, of course. It also shows you who in the top 10 is using which words, along with a pretty good estimate of how many times you need to use each word to perfectly match the current algorithm and rank your site. You can see that element here. It's the blue background bar graph. So you will need to get your content to match up to that graph in a natural way. It's a smart idea to miss out the odd word and keep the frequency under the graph slightly. You don't want it to seem too perfect or spammy. Anything you do in SEM should look natural just to be safe. Now it's time to export your list of words so you can use them in your super optimized content. And in the next video, I'll show you how to filter and pick the best keywords to get the best rankings. So if you're not already a member, you can click the Sign Up Now button. Choose your plan and start dominating your niche today. Or check the blog or YouTube channel for more videos and content.